Who are you, Mr. Spike? Mr. Spike Lee?
You know what I'm saying? Representing True Spike, SEMA 2018 Big Abe. You know what I do.
As a driver of anything, right, whether it's on the street or on the track, it's natural. When you're driving a car, it's natural. When I'm racing a car, it needs to be natural. On a top fuel car, I want to stay full on, turn the fuel on, lift off the clutch, bump into my brake, which is my right hand, get cramped on the throttle. I like that Jeep over there that looks like this.
This way?
No, what does it weigh? 7 pounds, I think.
Yeah, steel one would weigh, I don't even know. At least 20?
So more than double.
Here's something I've never seen before. Carbon fiber connecting rods.
You're a fabricator?
Correct.
So what's this product you have here?
Well, we made the Torq-amp. And the Torq-amp is an electric turbo or the electric supercharger, and we can basically boost any engine with this product. So this is a 5 kilowatt motor that runs on 48 volts, which is a worldwide accepted voltage level for the automotive. So that's basically a design choice, and it revs up to around 70 to 80,000 RPM.
So on this engine right here, we have an Aston Martin V12.
6 liters.
Two of your systems on it.
That's correct, yeah.
One for each intake manifold.
Exactly, because this is a very high displacement engine. We figured let's put 2 Torq-amps on it. But even though if you would install only 1 Torq-amp, the torque will increase around 30 to 35%. So this is what we did on a Subaru STI, which has a slightly larger turbo on it. You see that the turbo spools up from 3,000 RPM. And at 3,500 it gets up to pressure. But with the Torq-amp we completely eliminated this turbo lag, so you directly have more boost in your intake. So same here.
Probably not a bad thing.
Done to this engine on here?
No, she's 100% stopped. Y'all gonna be there for a minute? I'll get one of these guys to take my place. I'll come see you. Or if y'all want to go for a ride, I can get you to the front of the line. Put you in the trunk, Brian.
If you want to take a break, I'll take over for you.
What's up, buddy? Good. Nice to meet your dad.
You too, yeah.
What's your name?
John.
John. J-O-N. I was going to ask.
I saw you yesterday at the Toyota booth. You're doing something there with them too?
Yeah, so I hosted their big kickoff this morning.
Okay.
And I got to talk about, they had a bunch of cool Supras over there. They are unveiling the Supra at the Detroit Auto Show January 14th. I think I talked myself into an invite. Oh! Hey! I can't wait to see it in person.
Yeah, they got that race car version there.
Yeah, wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
They said, Ed Laukus, my buddy there, said, can you imagine driving this thing around Nürburgring? And it's like, that's what my dreams are made of.
Yeah.
That's it. I'd love to go.
Please welcome the head of Mopar North America, Steve Beam.
But before passing the baton, Pietro told me there's two things that I have to do at SEMA. Number one is keep the tradition of starting at 426, and we did that. Number two is to always make sure we bring a big announcement, and trust me, I have one. And speaking of concepts, I know that you know that there is something special under this cover over here. But before we show you the surprise, let's hear it straight from the designer's mouth. Let's roll the video.
My name is Joe Daner, and I'm the director for Ram Exterior and Mopar Design. Mopar is so steeped in these rich brands from the past, and performance, and muscle, and horsepower, all those great things from the late 60s. To not do something that's inspired by that would be a crime. We focused ultimately on 1968, which just happens to be the 50th anniversary of the 1968 Dodge Charger. I think when it came out, it really kind of shocked the world, so to speak, because of the design of the car. It was so pure, it was so muscular. It was truly something that from a design perspective was very attractive and timeless here 50 years later. The things that we did to the concept, we actually shortened it because we did some tricks to the fronts and rears to kind of tidy things up a bit. but we lowered it substantially. So I think when you see our concept, you're going to notice it's like, gosh, what did you guys do to make the car look lower, longer, wider? We always felt that the wheelbase was on the 68 was a little short. So on the concept, we put a 20-inch wheel in the front and tire combination and a 21 in the rear. We actually took the front wheel and we moved it forward 2 inches. So the wheelbase went from 117 to 119 inches. So the back is just as special. The tail lamps, the exhaust, the backup lights, the simplicity of the design, we wanted to maintain that. We shook it up a little bit. We put a massive spoiler back there. I think it's like 3.5 or 4 inches tall. I think the world is going to be very surprised, especially everybody at SEMA, and we're going to be excited to show them. It's very befitting for this concept, and it was just great to be a part of it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I know the Mopar aficionados will go crazy over this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 1968 Dodge Supercharger concept. Hey, Joe's actually in the audience somewhere. Where are you at, Joe? There he is right there. Let's give a round of applause to Joe and his team. I mean, look at that masterpiece. If this vehicle doesn't get your pulses racing, I'm not sure what will. This is just what you call a showstopper. And if the show ended right here, I would consider it a success. However, Mopar has never been satisfied with doing the expected. Yes, this supercharger concept is beautiful. It's the perfect package where heritage meets modern styling, but it's just not the wrapping that's important, but it's also about what's under the hood. So I think it's time for me to address the elephant in the room. All right, I think it is. So over the last few years, Mopar has been excited with words like horsepower, HEMI crate engines, Hell crate. In fact, in 2016 at SEMA, we debuted a 345 and a 392 crate HEMI engine kits. And on the high end, they put out about 500 horsepower. And then during the 2017 SEMA, we put performance enthusiasts into overdrive by unleashing the Hell crate. 707 horsepower, supercharged crate HEMI engine kit. And it was a knocker, right? So never before had anybody factory direct OEM a 707 horsepower plug and play solution, but we did. The crate HEMIs and the Hell crate are here on the show floor today. But if you want more proof what Mopar brings to serious credentials, our Gen 3 HEMI aluminum race block is also on display today. And in September, it helped our Mopar Dodge Challenger drag pack to the winner's circle at the National Muscle Car Association World Street Finals, securing our first championship for the factory supercars. Earlier this month, drag racer Leah Pritchett also drove the Mopar Dodge Challenger drag pack to her third consecutive win and clinched the NHRA Factory Stock Showdown Championship. And in fact, that car's sitting right over there. You guys can look at it later. So like Leah and all of you, we're always looking for that extra ounce of performance. And the good news is, we found it. And you may have seen our teasers, by the way, on social media. And as you watched, you knew something big was coming. Well, the wait is over. Roll the video. Hellephant crate HEMI engine delivers a staggering 1,000 horsepower along with 950 pound-feet of torque. This Hellephant is a beast. The Hellephant reaches the 1,000 horsepower mark through an aluminum block engine that delivers massive weight savings because we wanted to keep this Hellephant light. Bulked up displacement, and we even added an upgraded supercharger. To give your track rivals a signal that we're packing something special under the hood, the unique Hellephant logo, tribute to the legendary 1964 Mopar 426 engine, affectionately named the Hellephant for its size and power. Combined with the Hellephant crate HEMI engine kit, 1,000 horsepower can easily be dropped under the hood of a pre-1976 street vehicle or an off-road vehicle. Whoa. The Hellephant crate HEMI engine kit will be on sale early next year, so check out cratehemi.com for more information. Well, we'd like to think the Hellephant is a very special gift, and all the performance lovers out there, but what's a gift if you can't open it up and play with it? So I think we should fire this thing up. I also think we should bring Pietro back up to help me fire this thing up. So Pietro, go ahead.
So excited to be here once here again. And by the way, Steve, there is a good friend of Mopar here at SEMA. He has been my partner in crime for a couple of years, and he is a true Mopar enthusiast. I mean, we have a little discussion about who invented Mopar or no car, but I think I will take Mark was on stage with us.
Come on up, Mark. Where are you at? There he is. Mopar or no car. Yeah.
Mopar or no car.
Oh, that's crazy. That's mental.
So they told you to walk in front of the car.
Hey, you also do this up in Mopar, right? So, what do you guys think? Let's you help me get this thing fired up, right?
Nobody cares. Take the fire marshal 15 minutes to get here. I'll be in my motel room. Start it.
All right, so on the count of 3, guys, help me. 1, 2, 3.
Now the fine body is gonna come.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Come on, now give it a run.
That is what Mopar's done ever since it started.
Hey, and Mark, since you're a good friend of Mopar and a good friend of Pietro, I'm going to consider you a friend of mine. And by the way, that engine's yours. You can use it in one of your project cars coming up. How about this? I'm serious.
Wow!
Yeah, seriously, it's yours. So let's get off the stage for the fun.
I can take it now?
Yeah. You can carry it on your back. You can take it.
That's crazy. That's serious? Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That's cool.
So anyway, everyone, please help us celebrate the Hellephant's 1,000 horsepower. There's a Beermaster van right over there. So as